Say, brother, I ain't running no newsstand where you stop and browse for hours. You gonna buy or what? The other man, an older gentleman in a plaid vest and a pair of double-knit slacks in dire need of a hot iron, massaged his chin between thumb and index finger. Scatterboy Williams let out an exasperated growl. This is a genuine Cartier chronometer, my man. Stainless steel band with gold trim and a 2-carat movement. The man chewed his lip and looked at Scatterboy, then back to the watch in his outstretched palm. 2 carats, huh? Scatterboy nodded. That's right. You go to any one of them stores where them Jews and them Iranians shop up in Beverly Hills, and you see this fine timepiece going for no less than $3,000. How do you get one? You really want to know? Or you want a good deal on a handsome watch? The salesman grinned because he knew the answer. People were so predictable. $250, the man mumbled as he grasped the watch, turning it this way and that to determine its authenticity. That was okay with Scatterboy. He doubted if the man had ever seen another Cartier to compare it to. It's going to be $300 in a minute, Reverend, if you don't make up your mind. Very well, Brother Williams. I wouldn't be doing this, only the beautiful Omega my dear wife bought me some 20 years ago was just too beat to be fixed again. He droned on about the need for a preacher to keep up appearances before his congregation and whatnot. But Williams wasn't paying much attention, save for the 20s the baritone-voiced healer extracted from his cracked leather wallet. The money and watch were exchanged, and the holy man strapped the timepiece around his bony wrist. Is this band alligator skin? That's illegal, Reverend, Scatterboy said without a trace of irony. It's snake, dyed to look like that. Yes, of course, the other man responded as he rose from the booth in the King Lion barbecue restaurant. Well, thank you, Mr. Williams. I hope I see you in church soon. He didn't wait for an answer and exited the establishment. Scatterboy leisurely finished his order of links, greens, and potato salad. He also downed another can of Shasta Cola and sat working particles of gristle from his back teeth with a toothpick. The booth was next to a window which afforded a view of Ludlow Street, the main drag of Pacific Shores, and Scatterboy gazed out as the sun set. Once upon a time, or so the old-timers would tell you, Pacific Shores was a going concern. Chiefly a town erected around the shipyards, the Shores enjoyed a solid, if limited, economic base for decades. Following Pearl Harbor, there were ships needed for the war. Following the war, there were ships needed to stem the red tide. By the 60s, a steel plant and a GM factory supplemented the shipyards. The working-class residents of the Shores, blacks, whites, and Latinos, thrived.